Greetings, Fire Chargers, Darkblade here, and in this video I will be reading through the Quran because it's 10:48 p.m. and I still haven't made a video for today. I'm going to try to keep this video reasonably short so that it doesn't fail to upload when I try to send it to the from my screen recorder to YouTube. I think that one might have something to do with the fact that I recorded while on airplane mode, but I don't know. So let's start this up with chapter 1, which is called Al-Fatiha, which means something. This font is hard to read. They kind of make it look like, tried to make it look more calligraphic. Personally, I think it would be easier to read if you just made it look like Arabic keyboards look. That would be much easier or to be legible. Because of this script issue, I will not actually try to read the Arabic script because it is hard to make out letters in this font. So it is translated by Dr. Mustafa Khattab, The Clear Quran. So, verse 1 of chapter 1. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praise is for Allah, Lord of all worlds. And the footnote is Lord of everything in existence, including angels, humans, and animals. Verse 3. The most compassionate, the most merciful. Master of the day of judgment. Yeah, believing in the day of judgment is one of the 6 articles of faith in Islam, I think. And fun fact, in the Arabic script, I can kind of make this out. You see you actually see a common phrase used by Muslims and maybe some Arab Christians and Jews, which is Alhamdulillah. You can hear that. Maybe I need to turn off my
Alhamdulillahi.
Oh, good. I didn't have to turn on Do Not Disturb. Turn it off. Master of the Day of Judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. These words alone are added in by Dr. Khattab. Yeah, I think they're in. This is annoying. It looks like this ba, but with, it looks like this letter ta, but with 4 dots on top. It's annoying when it tries to read it like that. Guide us along the straight path. And the path of those you have blessed, not those whose you are displeased with, or those who are astray. It is customary to say this word or amen at the end of the surah, and I think this chapter is also recited. I did it during Islamic prayers, but don't quote me on that, because the reason I'm doing this video is because I think that many people who talk about Islam, regardless of what their position is, know little to nothing about it, actually. Now, chapter 2. Alif Lam Mim. Alif Lam Mim. See stylistic features for information about these letters.
ألف لام ميم.
Since chapter 2 is nearly 300 verses long, I'm only about to read maybe around 10 verses from this. Chapter 2. This is the book.
ذلك.
Look, there is no doubt about it. A guide for those mindful. Mindful. You can see the footnote there and the footnote there. A guide for those mindful who believe in the unseen, establish prayer, and donate from what we have provided them. That's annoying. What my tablet is doing. That's what I mean by annoying. And who believe in what has been revealed to you.
وبالآخرة.
I'm trying to tap on the number for the footnote. Oh, and what was revealed before you, and you have sure faith in the hereafter. So it looks like we've moved on to a new sentence then. It is they who are truly guided by their Lord, and it is they who will be successful. As for those who persist in disbelief, it is the same whether you warn them or not, they will never believe. Allah has sealed their hearts and their hearing, and their sight is covered. They will suffer a tremendous punishment. And there are some who say, we believe in Allah and the last day, yet they are not true believers. They seek to deceive Allah and the believers, yet they only deceive themselves, but they fail to perceive it. There is sickness in their hearts, and Allah lets their sickness increase. They will suffer a painful punishment for their lies.
يكذبون كانوا أليف بما.
When they are told, do not spread corruption in the land, I think that means something like wreaking havoc. Or I don't know. Or something along the lines, but don't quote me on anything I say in this video. Except the parts where I'm actually reading the Quran itself. They reply, we are only peacemakers. When they were criticized for their close association with the pagans who are hostile to Muslims, they would argue that they only wanted to make peace between the Muslims and their enemies. And chapter 12. Indeed, it is they who are the corruptors, but they fail to perceive it. And when they are told to believe as others believe, they reply, Will we believe as the fools believe? Indeed, it is they who are fools, but they do not know. When they meet the believers, they say, we believe. But when alone with their evil associates, they say, we are definitely with you, we were only mocking. So, currently, people who appear are kind of two-faced. You say one thing in one situation to one group of people and say something else in a different situation to a different group of people. Allah will throw their mockery back at them, leaving them to continue wandering blindly in their defiance. They are the ones who trade guidance for misguidance, but this trade is profitless and they are not guided. Their example is that of someone who kindles a fire But when it lights up all around them, Allah takes away their light, leaving them in complete darkness, unable to see. They are willfully deaf, numb, and blind, and so they will never return.
يرجعون.
I don't know why it's saying return here specifically. Or those caught in a rainstorm.
أو كصيب من بالكاف
Or those
السماء.
caught in a rainstorm from the sky with darkness, thunder, and lightning. They press their fingers into their ears at the sound of every thunderclap for fear of death, and Allah has encompassed the disbelievers. It's as if the lightning were about to snatch away their sight. Remember, in these hypothetical situations where you use a more subjunctive sense, you don't say was because that's indicative. Whenever lightning strikes and the indicative Whenever lightning strikes, they walk in its light, but when darkness covers them, they stand still. Had Allah willed, He could have taken away their hearing and sight. Surely Allah is most capable of everything. O humanity, worship your Lord who created you and those before you so that you may become mindful of Him. He is the one who has made the earth a place of settlement for you, and the sky a canopy, and sends down rain from the sky, causing fruits to grow as a provision for you. So do not knowingly set up equals to Allah. I don't know anything about early 7th century Arabia. I don't know what the kind of fruits grow there. And so I don't know any details about this specific historical or cultural context here. And if you are in doubt about what we have revealed to our servant, I was trying to tap on the number for the footnote. This font looks a bit easier to read. Then produce a surah like it and call your helpers other than Allah. If what you say is true. So I just read 30 verses. That's where I'll end this video for now. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. By the way, the reason I don't have a video for the day before yesterday is because as it failed to upload when I was trying to move it from the screen recorder to YouTube. So that is all. Goodbye, Fire Chargers. Talk later.